Since the dawn of time, humanity has looked to the skies with wonder. From ancient civilizations to modern-day astronomers, the vastness of the heavens has sparked imagination, curiosity, and sometimes, mystery. Among these mysteries is the phenomenon of unidentified flying objects, UFOs. While UFO sightings have been reported across the globe, one nation that has seen its fair share of strange encounters in recent years is China. With its rapidly growing technological prowess and vast territories, China has become a hotbed for UFO activity, attracting the attention of both skeptics and believers alike. From rural villages to bustling metropolises, Chinese citizens have reported unexplained lights, strange crafts, and mysterious phenomena. In this video, we'll dive deep into the history of UFO sightings over China, explore the recent and highly publicized events, including the UFO sighting at Tianjin Binhai International Airport, and discuss what these sightings might mean. Is there a simple explanation for these sightings, or are we witnessing something far more extraordinary? UFO sightings may seem like a modern phenomenon, but the fascination with mysterious objects in the sky has deep roots in Chinese history. Stories of strange aerial phenomena can be traced back to ancient Chinese texts, where celestial events were often seen as omens or messages from the gods. One of the earliest mentions of unexplained objects in the sky dates back to the Han Dynasty, 206 BCE, 220 CE. Historical records speak of fireballs or flying wheels appearing in the night sky. These descriptions, while shrouded in ancient symbolism, bear striking similarities to modern UFO accounts: strange, glowing objects that moved erratically, often disappearing as quickly as they appeared. Moving forward to the Tang Dynasty, 618 to 907 CE, another notable record from this era describes a pear-shaped light hovering above the skies over the imperial capital. This event was witnessed by several scholars and officials, who saw it as a warning of impending political upheaval. This recurring association of unusual sky events with political or social change can be found throughout Chinese history. In traditional Chinese culture, cosmic phenomena were often connected to the divine. Comets, eclipses, and meteor showers were thought to foretell natural disasters or shifts in power. But could some of these accounts, written in metaphorical language, be the ancient world's way of explaining what we now call UFOs? As we move into the modern era, with China opening up more to the world and rapid technological advancements, these sightings haven't slowed down. Instead, they've gained more attention, thanks to media coverage and increased public curiosity. In the 20th century, China saw a marked increase in UFO reports, coinciding with the global rise of UFO awareness after the 1947 Roswell incident in the US. By the late 1970s and 1980s, UFO sightings were being reported all over the country, with some events making national headlines. These historical encounters set the stage for what we are seeing today, a continued wave of sightings that have left experts puzzled and the public both intrigued and mystified. With China's rich cultural history and mystical interpretations of the skies, it's no wonder that the country has become a focal point in the global conversation on UFOs. One of the most significant sightings in the modern era occurred in 1981 over the Changsha region in Hunan province. Hundreds of people reported seeing an object described as a large, glowing sphere, hovering in the sky for nearly half an hour. Witnesses included police officers and soldiers stationed in the area, adding credibility to the reports. The object allegedly changed colors, moving from blue to orange, before speeding away at an incredible velocity. Despite widespread interest, no official explanation was ever provided by the Chinese government. Moving ahead to the 1990s, one of the more widely publicized incidents took place in Guangzhou in 1994. Thousands of residents, including military personnel, claimed to have seen a cylindrical object hovering above the city. The object was said to emit a bright, pulsating light and move erratically across the sky before vanishing. This sighting, widely covered by the Chinese press, reignited public interest in UFO phenomena. While some speculated it might have been a misidentified aircraft or atmospheric disturbance, the sheer number of witnesses and the lack of clear evidence left many questions unanswered. The most baffling case from the 2000s comes from Harbin, a large city in the northeast of China. In 2005, local residents reported seeing a massive triangular object silently hovering above the city during the early evening. What made this sighting particularly unusual was its extended duration. Witnesses observed the object for over 40 minutes before it disappeared without a trace. Despite the length of the sighting, no military aircraft or commercial flights were operating in the area that could explain the object. Photographs taken during the event were heavily circulated in local media, though skeptics quickly dismissed the images as doctored or misinterpreted. One of the most famous UFO incidents in modern China happened in 2010, at Shaoshan Airport in Hangzhou. In modern UFO history, there are few cases in China as dramatic and well documented as the 2010 Shaoshan Airport UFO incident. This event, which caused a temporary shutdown of a major airport, captured the attention of not just Chinese media but international outlets as well, cementing its place as one of the most significant UFO sightings in recent history. It all began on the evening of July 7, 2010, at Shaoshan Airport, located in the city of Hangzhou in eastern China. At approximately 8:40 p.m., air traffic controllers noticed an unidentified object appearing on their radar. At first, they believed it to be a routine aircraft, but as they continued tracking its movements, they quickly realized that something was not right. The object was described by several witnesses as glowing and cylindrical in shape, though others said it had a more disc-like appearance. It was reported that the UFO hovered silently over the airport, emitting a bright light. Some witnesses on the ground claimed they saw beams of light being projected from the craft, though these accounts remain unverified. In response to the sighting, Shaoshan Airport officials made the decision to shut down all air traffic for safety reasons. For over an hour, no planes were allowed to take off or land, with some flights being diverted to nearby airports. Approximately 18 flights were affected, and hundreds of passengers were left stranded as airport staff tried to determine the cause of the disruption. This level of response was highly unusual and is what made this particular sighting stand out from the many other UFO reports across the country. During the period when the object was visible on radar, attempts were made to establish communication with the unidentified craft, but there was no response. The UFO hovered in the area before disappearing from the radar as mysteriously as it had appeared. No immediate explanation was given, and this lack of transparency only fueled public curiosity. In the days that followed, the Chinese media went into a frenzy, with major outlets covering the story. Footage from the airport, as well as images of the UFO taken by local residents, circulated widely, leading to speculation across the globe. Theories ranged from it being an advanced military aircraft to a foreign spy drone, to, of course, an extraterrestrial craft. As the story gained traction, it even made headlines in international news outlets, further intensifying the mystery. The Chinese government's response was cryptic. While there was an acknowledgement that an object had been detected, there was no official statement on what it could have been. Some experts speculated that the UFO was a result of military activity, possibly related to secretive tests of advanced Chinese technology. The fact that Hangzhou is close to several military facilities added weight to this theory. However, the lack of a concrete explanation left the door open for more unconventional ideas. In the aftermath, various attempts were made to explain the event away. Some sources suggested that the UFO could have been a private or commercial aircraft flying at an altitude that confused air traffic control systems. Others posited that it could have been a weather balloon or space debris. However, these explanations did not satisfy many who had witnessed the event firsthand or those familiar with the technology used at major airports like Shaoshan. This sighting at Shaoshan Airport marked a turning point in public discourse about UFOs in China. While prior to this event, UFO sightings were often dismissed or downplayed, the fact that an airport, the hub of China's growing economic connectivity, was shut down due to the object forced both the public and the authorities to take the matter more seriously. Though no official explanation has ever been given, and the Chinese government has since remained silent about the incident, the Shaoshan Airport UFO sighting remains one of the most credible and widely reported UFO encounters in China to this day. Its impact can still be felt, with many continuing to speculate about what truly occurred on that summer evening in 2010. Was it a military experiment gone wrong? Or was it something not of this world? Until more evidence surfaces, the Shaoshan Airport incident will continue to fuel the ongoing mystery of UFO sightings in China. As we enter the 2020s, the sightings of unidentified flying objects in China show no signs of slowing down. In fact, with the rise of smartphones, social media platforms like WeChat and Weibo, and more accessible camera technology, the frequency of UFO reports has only increased. Videos and photos taken by ordinary citizens across the country are now being shared instantly, reaching millions of viewers and reigniting the debate about whether these objects have natural or otherworldly origins. One of the most striking recent sightings occurred in July 2021, when residents of Shenzhen reported seeing a bright, disc-shaped object flying at high speed over the city's skyline. Several videos taken from different angles surfaced on social media, showing a fast-moving object with a glowing aura. Witnesses described it as hovering momentarily before rapidly ascending and disappearing into the clouds. Despite the excitement surrounding the footage, authorities did not provide an official explanation, leaving speculation open. In 2023, a glowing object streaked across the night sky in Chengdu, Sichuan province. The object emitted a distinctive blue-green light, leading to widespread speculation and debate. While some observers believed it was a shooting star, others speculated it might be something more mysterious, such as a UFO or advanced technological device. The event attracted considerable attention on social media, where videos of the phenomenon quickly went viral. Despite public interest, no official explanation was provided by the authorities. One particularly mysterious sighting took place in February 2023. A high-altitude object was spotted over the Yellow Sea, near the coastal city of Rizhao in Shandong Province, China. Chinese maritime authorities announced they were preparing to shoot down the object, but details about its nature and the outcome were unclear at the time. The object was reportedly detected near a key naval base in the Qingdao area, which raised concerns about security. Despite significant attention on Chinese social media, no official confirmation about the object's origin or whether it was shot down was released. This sighting came amidst a global wave of attention on unidentified flying objects, UFOs, following the US shooting down a Chinese spy balloon earlier that year. Speculations ranged from potential surveillance operations to natural atmospheric phenomena, but official information remained limited. These recent sightings are not limited to urban areas. In rural parts of China, particularly near military bases and remote testing sites, residents have reported seeing strange objects in the night sky. These sightings often involve fast-moving objects that change direction abruptly or disappear in an instant, characteristics that are difficult to attribute to conventional aircraft. The proximity of these sightings to military installations has led some to believe that they could be linked to China's growing aerospace program or even hypersonic missile tests. Others, however, argue that these sightings are similar to those reported across the world, suggesting the presence of a global phenomenon that transcends national borders. One reason for the growing number of UFO reports in China could be the public's increasing awareness and access to information about unidentified aerial phenomena. Historically, the Chinese government has been more reserved when it comes to disclosing information about UFOs compared to the United States or other Western countries. However, in recent years, Chinese citizens have become more vocal and inquisitive about these sightings, leading to more reports and media coverage. While official responses remain rare, the pressure from the public has made it harder to ignore these events. UFO sighting at Tianjin Binhai International Airport, September. The UFO seen over Tianjin Binhai International Airport on September 11, 2024, created a major stir due to its unusual characteristics. Witnesses described seeing a glowing object that appeared to be either disc-shaped or spherical. This object emitted a bright, pulsating light and hovered about 2.5 miles from the airport. Its movement was erratic, occasionally staying stationary before suddenly accelerating in unpredictable directions. Videos taken by airport staff and passengers show the object flickering between bright and dim states as it hovered above the runway. Some witnesses also reported seeing rotating lights along the edges of the object, further enhancing its mysterious appearance. Despite its brightness, the object was silent, and no aircraft-like sounds were reported during the sighting. The object was visible for nearly an hour, during which time airport authorities grounded flights, fearing a potential collision. The shutdown affected several departing planes, which were held on the runway until it was deemed safe to resume operations. Although some speculate that the sighting may have been linked to military or surveillance drones, others argue that the object's behavior, its sudden accelerations and hovering, does not align with known technology. Its ability to disappear abruptly without a clear trajectory left many baffled, adding to the mystery surrounding the event. With no official explanation from Chinese authorities yet, the sighting has fueled ongoing debates about whether this could be a sign of advanced technological experimentation or something beyond human understanding. A key question remains: why didn't the Chinese government attempt to intercept or shoot down the object? There are a few possibilities. Some believe the government may not have acted because it was one of their own drones or military surveillance craft. In recent years, China has made significant advancements in drone and aerospace technology, leading to speculation that the object could have been part of a military exercise. If that's the case, the government may have chosen not to respond publicly to avoid drawing attention to classified military operations or revealing cutting-edge technology to the public. Alternatively, the secretive nature of China's military operations means that they rarely disclose such information to the public. It's possible that they are aware of what these objects are, but for strategic reasons, they refrain from acknowledging or explaining them. This has led to widespread speculation about whether China is experimenting with new technologies or whether these sightings are related to something more mysterious. The secretive nature of China's military operations means that they rarely disclose such information to the public. It's possible that they are aware of what these objects are, but for strategic reasons, they refrain from acknowledging or explaining them. This has led to widespread speculation about whether China is experimenting with new technologies or whether these sightings are related to something more mysterious. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to dreadfulodes for more deep dives into mysterious phenomena around the world. We want to hear from you. What do you think these objects are? Could they be secret military technology or something out of this world? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know if you believe the truth is out there. Until next time, stay fearless, stay curious, and may your encounters with the supernatural be delightfully dreadful.